What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Rideshare Hub. My name is Greg Wave. I have a video for you guys today about what a full-time week of Lyft looks like. This initially will look like it's one of my better weeks, but when I break it down, I'm going to show you guys that it's not quite as lucrative as it really looked. So as you see on the screen right here, I made $1,300. Now, most of you guys are probably thinking like, hey, that is phenomenal. Like $1,300 to be driving your car around, like that's not too bad. Then you keep looking and you see I did 60 hours. So I was really hustling that week. I feel like I specifically remember this week because it was, over a year ago. And I'm pretty sure I did upwards of 14 hours on Friday and Saturday, and I busted out a ton of driving throughout the week as well. Now, again, here's some things you've got to really look at is, again, the time. How many of you are realistically going to put in 60 hours? And the biggest thing you'll see here is that I had an extra few $100 from the Lyft Power Drive bonus, which I believe isn't done anywhere anymore. It might be certain states, but I know my market, it's been long gone. The Power Drive bonus was freakish when it was going on, and if it was still going on, I'd probably still be a full-time driver. The Power Drive bonus was a game changer. As you guys can see, like that added like almost $300 to my week. That's a big difference in the term of $1,000 in the term of 60 hours. That's like making it worth it to drive 60 hours versus pretty much not worth it to drive 60 hours. So as you see, I made about $160 from tips. That's actually pretty low for me in comparison to what I usually make in tips per hour. So I don't know if any of you guys saw, I had a video on what I've done in a part-time week, and I believe I had over $100 from 35 hours in tips on that Uber video. So obviously I did way better per hour on tips that week. Here's the biggest thing, the gas costs that went into this week. So I've estimated that usually if I do 12 hours of rideshare driving, that's when I need a tank of gas. That's for me, that's for my vehicle, my driving style. If you guys are freaking concrete feet on the gas pedal, it might be a little bit higher. You might be getting gas every 6 hours. But for me, I generally do every 12 hours, I get a tank of gas. And that's, so let's look at it. 640, 860. No, I'm not doing the math in my head. So that's about 5 tanks of gas. I'm trying to think what gas costs were at the time, but let's just put it for now so that we have a relative idea of what that actually looks like. So I've been paying about $45 to fill up. I do have a huge tank too. My Altima weirdly has like an 18-gallon tank. So keep that in mind as well. I'm talking 5 big tanks of gas. So if that were this week at gas prices right now, that's over $200 I'm spending on gas. So really you're talking that I made about $1,100. If I'm driving that much, that's an oil change a month. Take another 30 off of that, you're really at like $1,070. So now let's think $1,070. Let's think about what that really looks like per hour. If you're talking, I'm doing the math real quick on a receipt. So $1,070, you're not even making 20 an hour. We'll make it that simple. We're not even making 20 an hour. There is wear and tear on your car. So you got to factor that into it. Now, if you guys have seen any of my other videos, this is a big reason why I say full-time driving isn't really the best option for ride sharing. Because what do you think I was thinking at the time when I saw my earnings for the week initially? Oh, hell yeah, I just made $1,300. I was telling all my buddies, I'm like, I'm making freaking stacks doing this. You guys got to get on. But then when I really look at it, I'm not even making 20 an hour. So that's a big reason why full-time driving isn't that good. The other reason is that a majority of my earnings for that week came from having a killer weekend. Killer weekend. So you can't be full-time just on weekends. I mean, the only way you could do that is if you did 14 hours on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then you would be at like 52 hours. Or wait, I'm sorry, 42 hours. That's the only way you could do it. And Sunday, 14 hours on Sunday isn't going to really pay off. It would be mainly just the 28 hours on Friday and Saturday that would really be worth your time. And so if you then calculate the 60 hours, like, I'll go back and check, but what I can promise you is that I probably didn't even make over $100 a day throughout the weekdays that I drove. But then I probably got on Saturday and Sunday, or Friday and Saturday, excuse me, and I probably did right around $250 on Friday and Saturday. So I probably made half of that in 2 days, and it took me 4 days to then make the additional money, and then I had to also have that bonus on there. So what are you really looking at here? You're really looking at, you probably made under $1,000 for 60 hours of work. That's a big reason why I always harp on being a part-time driver, because if you go watch my part-time video, my part-time Uber video, the earnings for a part-time week, in a sense, were more lucrative and better per hour than it was in the full-time week. Why? Because most of my hours were on the weekend. And so in the span of it, and an hourly rate, I did way better just being a part-time driver on the weekend. So that's my video for you guys. I hope you got something good out of this video. I'm going to be doing more videos where I break down some of the money I've made in the past, really good weeks, really bad weeks, why I stress on certain factors, and I hope you guys got something good out of this video. Be sure to like the video and be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can stay in touch with more of those videos. So have a good week, guys. Go crush it, and I will talk to you soon.